Hey you guys, it's me, Chris Callie. I am here in the rubber room. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Contractor or demonstrator in the state of Michigan and the city of Rochester Hills. And this is day 3 of our quick and easy Christmas cards. We're gonna do these for 5 days in a row, and we're like at the midpoint here. This is day number 3. So I'm excited to be here. These are quick and easy cards that you can use up some of your scrap paper, the designer series paper that is now retiring and or gonna be in the mini catalog or the annual catalog. We have the list of retiring products that came out, and they are on sale right now, some of them up to 60% off. So if you have extra papers, this is a great quick and easy card to make that has just a really beautiful oomph to it with all of the shiny sparkly from the metallic papers. So this paper comes from a pack called Snowflake Magic 12 by 12, and it has this beautiful piece of cardstock. Aren't those snowflakes so gorgeous? So I'm going to be cutting this piece up to make some more cards like this, and that will happen later today, well, probably later this week. And then it has this piece, which we're going to be using today, and then it has this piece, and I have like, I'm hoarding it, so this is like maybe my one last piece of this. But we made this card for our Creativity Club, which is the club that I have. Isn't this gorgeous, you guys? I just absolutely loved it. It's so simple. I actually embossed my words with a little bit of silver embossing powder, and then used a little 2-layer ribbon here. And this is the Elegant Trim, I think it's called, and it comes in a spool of silver and then a spool of gold, and then that organdy ribbon. Can you see how pretty that is? And that's some of the shimmery adhesive backed paper that went with the in the mini catalog. And we actually used the Fawns or Fermi pieces from Magical Meadow. That was the stamp set we used for club this month. And so today we're going to make this one, and I used a lot of that paper for that. So really, really pretty. And we'll go ahead and get started. You can see I cut up lots of it. I'm going to make more than one card. So let me get the pieces out just for my one card. It has a thick basic white, and then we have a piece of Lost Lagoon. Then we have our designer series paper, and I have a little piece that I put on the inside here, and then I have a die cut piece for my sentiment, and then we have some ribbon, and I actually used 2 ribbons for this one. One is the Lost Lagoon spool of ribbon, which is just kind of a perfect width, I think, for this. And then we have the silver and white. Isn't that pretty? And that again comes in a 2-pack with a golden white and then silver and white, and then on the or the other side it's all silver or all gold, which is really nice. Okay, so I'm gonna put my other pieces back in here, and we have some little holographic adhesive back dots that we're going to be using. Getting extra pieces everywhere for our accessory here. So the stamp set we're using is called Stars at Night, and it has an embossing folder with it that is just beautiful, but it has all of these terrific die cuts. They have like 2 pages full of die cuts, And we're going to be using this one, which is going to coordinate with our saying, which is Merry Christmas. So you have 12 stamps in here altogether. These little pieces are so beautiful, especially when you die cut them out. And your die cuts have 14. So you have 14 die cuts and 12 stamps. And I'm going to start with my sentiment. I'm going to stamp it in Lost Lagoon. I happened to save one of my old pads from when it wasn't in color, and now it is back in our color lineup. So I am happy that has happened, and I did not have to buy a new ink pad. There we go. And I am going to take my, here's my adhesive. And we had our club online. We did a Zoom with it today. And so I have some things here and some things there. So we're going to take our piece of that extra thick basic white cardstock, and we are going to, it's 5.5 by 8.5. We scored it on the 8.5 side at 4 1/4. And we're just going to fold and burnish on that score line. Then I'm going to take this little piece that I cut, and that was just a little extra piece after cutting mine for the front, and I'm just going to add that right on the inside at the bottom. Do you guys love my grid paper? Isn't that pretty? We have grid paper in our In Colors, and I had to treat myself. I love some fancy grid paper every now and then, so had to treat myself. And I'm just going to give this another really crisp fold over here. I have a piece of Lost Lagoon, 5 3/8 by 4 1/8, and I'm just going to attach that with some snail. I don't know if you guys saw my post earlier today, but if you are not on my email list, you should be. I have email specials regularly. I send out my calendars, lots of things happening over there that you don't want to miss out on. So you want to be sure you are signed up for it. I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on the back of this gorgeous snowflake paper, and I am going to put kind of up towards the top rather than in the middle, just a little teeny bit more towards the top. I'm going to adhere that Lost Lagoon ribbon on there, and then this little silver ribbon, I think I'm going to put it all on this all silver side. No, I think I'm going to do it on the silver and the white side, make that the side that stands up. So I'm going to put little glue dots on the back side of it. And I'm going to put that down. And I also, if you guys want to be a part of my club, it is a subscription club, and you get your packets mailed to you, and then we go on a Zoom and put them together. So it's a virtual subscription club, and our Zooms are recorded, so if you can't make it the day of, you will get your recording, so you can do it on your own. Okay, so the back's going to look just like that. And then I'm going to put some snail all the way around it. And I want to get it on that ribbon really good, so that ribbon doesn't like come popping out. Okay, and there's lots of fun things. Next month we're going to, or in January, we're going to be using a product from the new catalog called the Perennial Postage Bundle, with some beautiful bird paper in the Celebration catalog. So we're going to start up the new year with some fun new things, which I can't wait to do. Okay, I am going to take these two pieces, the extra two that I had, right? And I am going to just slide them underneath this one. Oops, I'm going to flip it over and then just tie it in a knot. And your actual card kits come the way they come packaged in an envelope. So you do get an envelope to set them in. We make 2 each of 4 different designs. So they'll be packaged right inside their envelopes. So it's really easy to figure out, and then we go through it envelope by envelope, and you also get a tutorial. So that makes it easier for you if you have not been able to follow us on the live. So I'm just going to take the zoom. I'm going to take my snips and just trim the edge of this Lost Lagoon ribbon off. And you can certainly leave it like this if you would like to, but I want to give you as many options as I can on how to use our products, and this is a great one. So we're just going to trim that edge off, and then we'll be able to fray it. Oops, I didn't get down there close enough to where my knot is. I need to cut a little bit farther there. I think that has it. Yep, there we go. All the way down. And then I'm just going to pull those layers apart, pull those little threads out. There we go. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to try and get right up close to where my knot is for this one. And you can, of course, fray it before you tie it in a knot, but it is much easier to tie a knot with this piece of ribbon than it is to tie your knot with the frayed threads. So, and if you're used to working with frayed threads or ribbon, by all means, give it a try. A lot of my customers and downline don't like to mess with the frayed ribbon, and it is totally a personal preference as to whether or not you want to take the time to fray it, number one, and or whether or not you like the look of it being frayed. So I'm just going to cut off the part that is the seam on the other side. Okay, so now you have that kind of like light feathery look. And I'm going to leave my cord, my silver trim, whole instead of fraying it. I'm going to leave it whole. And then just trim these pieces up a little bit. I'm going to try and get them a little close. I want them to be, I don't want them to be out there looking all big and frayed and frumpy, because we want it, it's kind of an elegant little look to the card. So I don't want them to be really big and bumpy. And then I'm just going to take some Stampin' Seal and put it on the back of my little die cut sentiment and slide that right under there. And I'm going to bring in some of these little iridescent adhesive back to dots. And they are iridescent, so they look like they're, I think I'll put one right in the middle of that snowflake just for fun. They have a little different color tone, so how about that, you guys? Isn't that fun? And so beautiful. And this one, I used the white iridescent instead of the kind of blue, and I frayed all of that ribbon and left it kind of chunky. I really prefer this one because you can see there's more of a focal point, and I think it looks a little more elegant. So that's it for day number 3, you guys. I will post a picture actually in my newsletter. I am sending out a picture of the card with the link to the YouTube video. So if you want the photo of the card, be sure to look on my in my newsletter, which you guys will have to sign up for, and I'll get it out there. If you want more information about my card club, my monthly card club, please let me know. I am more than happy to send that to you. We are looking for some new members to start and join us in the new year. So have a happy Wednesday, you guys. I will see you tomorrow for day 4 of Quick and Easy Christmas cards. Bye-bye.